What's up, people of the internet, and today I'm reviewing the S.H.Figuarts best selection Yuji Itadori. So let's get right into the review. So since this figure is a Tamashii Nation store exclusive, the box is a little bit different than your average S.H.Figuarts. It has the Tamashii Nation store logo on the front and it's really simplistic and modern, but I think it looks good and it's a little bit more special than your average box. Now onto the figure itself. So for this, not only did I get the S.H.Figuarts Itadori, but I managed to dig up my old custom, which in comparison looks horrendous, just so I can compare them. Also, I'll compare them in articulation as well. So as you can see, let me zoom in. The head sculpts are wildly different. This one looks just like the manga and I love it way more than the Figma. Everything looks really well and it's shaded really nicely, like mine. The whole body looks really well made, and the proportions and everything overall looks great. I honestly believe that this is the best Itadori figure on the market right now. The only other comparison is the first release of the SHF with more accessories. Speaking of accessories, this guy for faces has a neutral face and a yelling face, and also he has another hairpiece which goes on the front to make it look more windswept. For hands, of course, he has his pair of fists and a pair of open hands and a pair of more relaxed hands, I guess. I also made him a black flash effect, similar to the Can of Beams one, and two divergent fist effects. Now, onto articulation. So for articulation, this guy looks up pretty well, not that much. He has a lot of movement in the neck because he has a lot of joints there, and it's way less limited than I thought it would be. Compared to mine, barely looks up, barely looks down, and some movement there. The arms go up more than a T-pose, unlike mine, who don't even go to a T-pose. He doesn't have a dedicated bicep swivel, but his whole arm swivels. Also, his arms are really tight out of the box, so I had to loosen them up. This is how much his butterfly joints go in. Not that much, but still pretty well. Also, I know the shoulder caps are normally more connected to the arms, but mine don't want to stay connected, so I just fix the arms when I need to. He has really good double jointed elbows. Here is it compared to mine. He has his hands pop off really easily sometimes. He has a ball joint at the hand, and he has a pretty decent up crunch, not as much as I would have hoped for. Here is it compared to the custom, and this is with the waist. He arches back pretty well, tilt and swivel. I know there is a mod where you take this off, but I don't want to mess with the figure, so I don't do it. The legs are also tight, so I also had to loosen them up, but they kick up to 90 degrees. They don't kick back, and he doesn't do the splits fully. A thigh swivel, really good double jointed knees. A decent ankle pivot, hinge, swivel, and a toe joint. So overall, pretty good articulation. I can pull off a lot of poses with this figure, and he's really fun to mess around with. For size comparisons, here is him in my anime display, and here is him next to your average $20 scam. So This figure is really good. For now, this is the cheapest and best alternative for an Itadori figure that you can get, because he's really cheap, I think $35 in the Tamashii Nation store. He's really hard to get though, because he's in the Tamashii Nation store, but you can find him on AliExpress, I'm pretty sure. And the only thing that might be better is the new Itadori from season 3 that's coming out next year. I didn't manage to get it because the pre-order sold out instantly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya, people!